show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mayhemic Thursday. Hope everybody has had a prosperous Thursday. We're getting close to the weekend. Skull. How's everybody doing? Hope y'all having a good day today. Welcome in. Welcome in. Who we got in the building here? John, my man. Good to see you. KP Heathen, my brother. Good to see you. She Said is in the building, y'all. Yes, good to see you. Hope you had a great day. Hope life is treating you well. Nick Easy's in the place to be. Good to see you. My man, Scott Hummer. Good to see you, bruh. Hope you had a good day. Hope you're doing well. Rob B. Party time. Good to see you, Rob B. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great day today as well. Trish, good to see you. Good to see you. Teresa, good to see you, family. How are you? Welcome in. Hope you had a great day. Hope the kids are doing well. All that good stuff to my fellow Ohioan. Good to see you. Billy, hello. How are you? How's the family? How the pups? Hope you're doing well. And to Billy, Skull. Yeah. Rabbit, good to see you, Rabbit. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. All y'all, come on in, get comfortable, get seated down, get situated, because we're going to talk about a thing or three. Butterfly 31. Hello. She said, have a good evening, Vision, and everyone reposting for the algorithms. I appreciate that, Butterfly 31. Have an amazing evening. Thank you for always stopping in and reposting. I appreciate that from you. Absolutely. Michelle's in the place. Good to see you, Michelle. How are you? How's your day? There's my brother, Half Ready. Good to see you, bruh. Hope you're doing well. Prepper 101. Good evening. How you be? How you doing? How they are? All right. Good to see you. Welcome in. Adverts here as well. Good to see you. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Come on in, sit on down, get comfortable. Tuck, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Gen X is in the building, y'all. Make sure y'all speak Gen X for sure. JD Prepping, Erie. Good to see you, my brother. Hope the family is well. Hope Cousin Willie is not getting on your last nerve, but I know you can handle it. Yeah. TDDR, good to see you. Said, hey, everyone, listening with the grandson. Hi, grandson. How are you? How you be? Hope you're doing well also. Yeah, come on in. Star, Good to see you as she speaks to everybody. Good to see you, Star. Hope you're doing well tonight as well. Cherokee Survival's in the building. Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is good in your parts of these republics of America. Yeah, y'all come on in and sit on down. Loving life, family, what's going on? Grit and Grace, how are you? Grit and Grace, I need to send you an email because that jewelweed, I think it was, how you make a salve and all that. I have jewelweed growing all over the place. Did not know that it had the properties that it does until I saw your posts. So I'm gonna email you because I need to know how to make that because we definitely need to make some of that around here and keep it here and keep it going. So thank you for sharing that, Grit and Grace. Yeah, Blackbird's here. Good to see you, Blackbird. How are you? Welcome in. Donnie Gibbon, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight and Mayhemic Thursday. Tune up your IFAK kit because it could save your life. We're going to talk about that. And for those of you that may not know, or you may have forgotten what an IFAK is, IFAK stands for Individual First Aid Kit. Yeah. But over here in our homestead, they're called a VFAK, Vision Individual First Aid Kit. There you go. There you be. Yeah. You don't believe me? Ask KP Heathen. He got one. And a couple other folks. Yeah. Amy King, good evening. Welcome in. Good to see you. Eloa Ministries. How you be? How you doing? Hope you had a great day today. Yeah, absolutely. There you go, Canna John. That's right. Okay. Got a coffee and I'm watching on the big screen. Ooh. Hope it don't crack, but here's to you, my brother up north, Skull. Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Who else we got in here? Tactical Muffin Top. Good evening. Good to see you. They speak to everybody. How you doing? How's it going? Hope you had a great day as well. Yeah, Amy King is here, y'all. Y'all coming in on a Thursday night. Absolutely, KP. Hey, bruh. That's right. Vision First Aid Kit, VFAC. That's right. You more than welcome, bruh. Everything you've done for us and donated and used your wood burning skills for. I appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah. Cherokee Survival said, me have EMT bag. I think it better. Well, that depends, Cherokee, because I got tons of bags. I got big bags. I got small bags. I got smaller bags. I got other bags. That right there. Yeah, that right there. Yeah. Got three of those in this house. Yeah. In different colors. Yeah. But so let's get into it. Individual first aid kit. Uh-oh. Grit and Gray said, Vision, if you're out rucking and get into poison ivy, pull the jewelweed out from the root, split the stem, and the sap that comes out will counter. Ooh, look at you, and keep it from spreading. Thank you, Grit and Grace. See, y'all smart. Y'all are so smart. Thank you, Grit and Grace. I will definitely remember that. Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh, Rob B said, I bought an IFAK 15 years ago. It never came with a tourniquet. That is sad. I'm so sorry to hear that, Rob B. So let's dive into this, y'all. Individual first aid kit. I combined a first aid kit and a trauma kit in one bag. Okay. So to me, a first aid kit is the basics, the boo boo kit, band aids, gauze, bee sting, all that stuff. Connie Corso, welcome in. Jason, good to see you, my brother. All that stuff, all the way up to trauma, meaning stopping severe bleeding and so forth and so on. Tourniquets are a must. And I will say this before we dive into this, folks, please get some type of professional training. Go talk to your local fire department about a stop the bleed course. Most of those courses are free. Take a AED first aid class if you can. All that good stuff. It never hurts to get personal training because once you have that training with practice, nobody can take that knowledge away from you, and you can share it and teach others as well. So this is one of my kits. This kit lives in my truck, and this has a lot of stuff in it. Okay, this stays in my truck. Today I went out and pulled it out just to show you some of the things that I keep in mind, because my truck is my truck. Um, and that's the thing, here at the house, I've got so many kits all over the house. So if something happens, somebody can grab one. Everybody knows where they are, and they just grab it and get what they need. Especially the COO, with her being in the nursing industry, she has some amazing skills and professional training as well. Yeah, and book theory. Exactly. Yep. Yep. Absolutely, advert. We're gonna talk about that. PAEMT. There you go. There's my guy right there. Good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're home instead of roaming around the great state of Pennsylvania doing your job. And you are always appreciated. There he is, the professor himself. Greetings from the Erie Coast. Good to see you, my brother. Hope you are doing well too. Welcome in. Welcome in. Tell them love and life. Smash the like button. Folks, if you have not smashed the like button, please do so. That will help the algorithm, because YT does not like those that speak the truth. Okay. For those of you that have an IFAK, a first aid kit, whatever, when was the last time you actually looked through it, literally pulled everything out and went to check everything to make sure that you didn't have, expired stuff in it, meds, whatever it may be, whatever you carry in your kit? Okay, that's the first thing you need to do. And if you got expired stuff in there, get that stuff out and replace it. Yeah, yeah. Yardbirds, welcome in, my brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Yeah. Blackbird said 2 days ago. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Jason, Mayhemic Thursday. That's right. It is. It truly is. Thursday. Oh, and by the way, yeah, how y'all like that t-shirt? Vision Preparedness Bug Out Weekend 2025. Those of you that attended had the opportunity to buy these, and there are no more. They're all gone. They are out of stock and will not be resupplied. Yeah, yeah. Ed, good to see you, my brother. Hope you doing well up there in upstate New York. Hope you and Tara are amazing. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for stopping in. Donnie said February. Okay, now that's the basis. The basis of this thing is time to do a tune-up kit. Things that may be expired, things you may want to add. Keep in mind, there's no, you gotta, cover all of your bases when it comes to your medical supplies, your kits, whatever you need for you and your family to stay safe and to address any of those incidences that may bring harm or bodily hurt and or cuts, bruises, scrapes, bleeds. Yeah. Yeah. Gnostic Nomad, welcome in. Jared, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. He said it was a blast. Yeah. Yeah. Tuck said, I reviewed my back when hurricane season is about to start and when it is over. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Yep. And that's just the thing, y'all. You got to go through your kits. Frank Short, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Um, yeah. He said, "Hi everybody. Did listen, and while I'm doing the dishes, see, yeah, multitask. It's a wonderful thing." Ace, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Ace. Welcome in. So, Karen, welcome in. See, I try to speak to everybody coming through the door, and yeah, exactly. Okay. So in my kit that I keep in my truck, because you never know, may come upon a car wreck, you may get in a wreck, or anything else that you may come in contact with in your travels through and to. So in my kit, as you can see on the outside, I have a tourniquet that's pre-staged that I can just immediately rip off and go to work, the whole bag, marker to write the time on the tourniquet if need to apply a tourniquet, and a pair of trauma shears to, shear stuff if need be. Or, with the marker, if I want to play tic-tac-toe or write the time that I apply the tourniquet instead of on the tourniquet, write it on the person's arm or on their forehead, whatever. But those are some of the things you have to. And even though this has Molly on the back and a strap that is a quick rip away, I don't do it. This is tucked under the back seat in my truck. That's right, gloves and lots of gloves. Yeah, in my kit, I carry 2 pairs of gloves, and I'm not going to go through my whole kit, but we just gonna have a conversation of some things that you may have, you may not, you may need to uh, redo or add to or take out of, and that's cool. So if let me see if I can do this without waking up y'all's nephew under the table. Yeah. Oh, KP said the IFAK I compared to yours. I gave it to Misty for her car. There you go. Do some diff. Good to see you, my brother. Welcome in. You welcome in. I do, Cherokee. I have waterproof pads in my kit. I have waterproof chest seals, all that stuff. So anyway, couple of things. Because this is my truck kit, I also have in here 2 additional tourniquets. These are cat tourniquets. Folks, if you're going to buy cat tourniquets, please be careful where you buy them from. There are a lot of counterfeits on Amazon, okay? The ones that, may come from ping pong country. Yeah. So the tourniquets I buy come straight from North American Rescue, and they have their stamp and certification on the back of the tourniquet. So you want to get it from a reputable company, okay? And this just states where it came from, the lot number, and everything. That's all I buy is from North American Rescue. You don't have to. Do some diff. He said, I just got my IFAK 30 minutes ago from the front door from Amazon. This is right on time. Awesome, and I'm glad. Yes, Rabbit, pre-stage them. Tourniquets are pre-staged, and if you don't know how to pre-stage a tourniquet, there are tons of videos out there, and if we have time, I'll show you how I pre-stage my tourniquet. Yeah, Oki Khan, welcome in, welcome in. So in my kit, I have a total of 3 tourniquets, 1 on the outside, 2 on the inside, okay? And I'm going to talk right now about the multiples that I keep in my truck. In my kit, in my truck, just because it's the kit for my truck. If I come across a severe car wreck and there are multiple injuries, I can at least help with something until, EMTs get there, the ambulance. I'm not going to wait for them before I do anything. I'm going to do what I do. Because that's right, Rabbit. Yep, North American Rescue. That's where I buy my tourniquets from. Gen X, you get on it. Tourniquets will save your life, especially if you get one of them pews indents in your body. Yeah, those will definitely save it. Yep. Exactly, Grit and Grace. Check them from time to time. Chest seals. Yep, heat and all that good stuff could ruin them. And that's the great thing about parking my truck. I keep my truck in the barn. The barn stays cool in there because there's constant ventilation. But anyway, I keep 3 tourniquets in my kit. I keep two sets of chest seals in my kit. because chest seals can save somebody's life, not only from pew-pews, but in a car accident, if you get a rod or something that goes through an extremity in the body and it's already out, then you can cover the whole front and back. I do not recommend if they are impaled with something. Oh, I'm surprised Cole didn't catch that. That you don't pull it out. Okay, sorry about that. Spider, had to kill it before Cole saw it hit the carpet and eat it. So he was sleeping and he saw it right as I snatched it. So he didn't get to eat it. Yeah. But yeah, I have 2 sets of chest seals. I keep cloth medical tape in my kit as well. I keep tons of gauze, y'all. You can't have enough gauze no matter what you're doing or where you're at. I have sterile gauze in everything. I keep paracord in my kit as well. I think this is 50 feet. Yeah, I keep 50 feet of paracord in my kit. You never know. I keep some OTC meds in my kit, burn shields. I have multiple compression bandages, multiple Israeli bandages, multiple Olay bandages as well. Also, I keep tools in here. And what I mean by tools, I'm talking about med tools. I keep a pen light, and I keep one of the digital thermometers with the covers on them that you can, slip in somebody's mouth, make sure they're not having a fever. And I keep a whistle in there. You never know. Also, I keep a glow stick. And also in my trunk, I have a solar lantern that I keep there. So if you come across an accident at night, you got something that can illuminate and give some light to the area where you may be at. Blue Butterfly, good to see you. Good to see you. Yep, exactly, Rob B. You can get a 5-pack of Israeli bandages on Amazon. Yep, absolutely. Little Lone Prepper, good to see you. Good to see you. I keep Quick Clot. I think I have two or three packs of Quick Clot. I also have compressed gauze that I keep in there if you have to do wound packing, and then wrap a compression bandage or an Israeli bandage around the injury. You can use compressed gauze, sterile compressed gauze, to wound pack, stop the bleed, all of that. I keep 2 packs of Quick Clot as well. These are the things we need to think about in our kits. And what you put in your kit could be 100% different than what I keep in mine, okay? Keep what is good for you. Staples and super glue. That's right, Ed. I have surgical super glue somewhere in my kit. I know that because I saw it earlier. I keep 2 sets of nitrile gloves. I've got emergency blankets. I keep 2 40 by 40 by 56 triangular bandages with the safety pins in them. Miscellaneous band-aids as well. Space blankets, because people that are in shock can go into hypothermia even if it's 80 degrees outside. So keep that in mind. I've got wipes, sterile wipes, alcohol pads. Again, here's the Quick Clot. I keep multiple packs of Quick Clot in here. But, these are the things you may need to think of. Some of the things. One thing I did take out that I don't keep in here anymore is the instant cold packs. You know, you crush them up and then they get cold. Um, I took that out. Yep. Frank said I carry chest seals and the vented, and yes, the vent ones. Yes, vented chest seals, so air can come out but not go back in the wound. Right, especially if they have a gurgling chest wound where you see the blood coming out and it's bubbling. Yeah, you gotta get a chest seal on that, or you can use a piece of plastic and some duct tape. And then you just have to burp it every now and again to let the air out. Um, and by all means, I am not giving medical advice. It's more like preventive measures. Yeah. LMDMT, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Blue Butterfly said no spider for Cole. That's correct. No spider for him. JBS, good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Dave Busby, welcome in, bruh. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all tonight. Um, exactly. Exactly. If you don't know how to burp a chest seal, I would recommend you get the vented ones. Yes. Yep. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Connie Corso. I would never use tampons to pack a wound because it doesn't stop the bleeding; it absorbs the blood, and that's a whole nother debate. But I'll leave that up to the medical professionals to debate that. I know what it is, but I'm not going to debate it. I would never use one, and I hope no one else would. Um, but if that's all you got, then that's all you got. This next item, who's PAEMT would know, and any other medical or EMT professionals, um, nasal pharyngeal tubes, MP tubes. Um, unless you know how to use them, I don't recommend having them. If you need to clear an airway, nasals, I got two of them, size 28 for adults and a size 20 for kids. You're right, Oki Khan. She said feminine products have perfumes in them a lot of the time. Right. Absolutely. I agree with you, Oki Khan. Yep. So, nasal pharyngeal tubes, MP tubes, if you don't know how to use them, I wouldn't recommend it unless you have professional training on how to insert one. Yes. TDDR. Yes. Ms. Andale Homestead, it's so good to see you. How are you? I caught a little bit of your live the other day. I couldn't stay because I had to go to a meeting, but it's always good to see you, Andale. Hope you and the family are doing amazing as always, and it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Rip Curl, my man, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, bruh. Um, I also keep a bottle of burn spray just in case for the minor stuff. This does have lidocaine in it, so it will cool the burn and stop the pain. And I also carry with me topical superwash, otherwise known as possibly saline solution, that will help clean a wound if need be. Yep. Exactly, TD. Right. I'm going to leave unless the medics are like a half an hour away or longer. I'm going to let them do that. Yep. Hope somebody will know how to use one. That's very true. Um, Take care, JBS. Appreciate you stopping in, bruh. I know you're a busy man and you a smart man on top of that. Good to see you. Gnostic Nomad, welcome in. The big thing is I try to be medically prepared for just about anything and everything. And the best thing that happens is, the hair on the back of my neck that I don't have stands up and the cup jingle jangles out of the way, and it just disappears, y'all. Listen, and if you can't hear the magic pour, then you'll have to settle for this. And it comes back hot, steamy, and ready. Thank you. You doing okay? What you up to? I love you. You reading? Oh, schoolwork. Oh, getting ready. Say hi to everybody. Hola. Ha. The COO said hola, and school is starting back up soon for her. So her summer vacation's over. Yeah, her summer vacation is over. Michael Wolf, good to see you. Look, everybody's speaking. Everybody's speaking to the COO. Yeah. Michael Wolf, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you had a great day. That's right, Okie Khan. Yeah, yeah, that's right. She takes good care of me. She brings purpose into my life. I appreciate her. Yeah. Yep. Yes, indeed, Dave. Yes, as well. So, I hope everybody has some type of first aid kit, first and foremost. Everybody should. Um, there you go. 64 watching and 39 likes. Hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much for that, Scott. I appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, listen to Scott. Listen to him. Listen to him. So, a couple other things that I have multiple, like I said, treatment and relief, triple antibiotic ointment, sting relief, hydrocortisone, some type pain relief, ammonia towelettes, things like that. Multiple. What is this? This is a compression bandage. Yes, multiple compression bandages. Multiple Israeli bandages. These are really cool and easy to use. And depending on what kind you buy and where you at, they have picture directions. And this particular one has hemostatic control bandage built into it. Most of them do. Those are the ones I would highly recommend. If you get Israeli bandages, get the ones with the hemostatic agent built into the bandage. That will help clot the bleeding and stop the bleeding. Rule 2IC, good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you, my brother. Rob B said, yeah, Home Depot, $4.99 first aid kit. I'm good to go. Rob, I don't even know what that contains. Probably Band-Aids, if that. But, everybody should do their thing. Yep, Yardbirds, they do have it cheap. Yep. He said I got double antibiotic ointment off a Temu cheap instead of triple antibiotic ointment. He got double. I caught that one. Red Cardinal 3, good evening. Good to see you. How are you? Hope you had a great day. Thank you for joining us. So, like I said, folks, this is the kit that lives in my truck, and I have multiples of everything, just in case you come across a multi-car accident and there are multiple people injured. I can at least do what I can do. Also have a CPR face shield in there. On the outside of my kit, I have a marker, and also on the inside of my kit, I have a marker if you need to use a tourniquet and write down the time and all that. Rob B said, what other ointments you get off Temu? Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. Yeah. Gnostic Nomad said SHTF medical treatment will be a lot like wilderness search and rescue. Yep, minus the hospital and surgeons to bring the victims to. The hard truth is most wounds in SHTF will be fatal. And you know what? You may be onto something there, my friend. Jared Stimmerding, thank you so much for the donation. You didn't have to. You didn't have to. A pixelated hippo chops on a what is that? Chops on a one up. Appreciate you. You didn't have to do no donations, but thank you so much. And y'all know I will never ask for money, but all donations go right back into the channel to bring y'all more and better content as well as events. And Jared, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You didn't have to, but you did. And I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You're right, Half Ready. Yep. Sad but true. Most injuries in SHTF will could more than likely be the last time that person ever gets injured. Yeah, Frank. Frank said I carry 3 complete kits in my truck. Add 3 in my house. 1 is stashed in my bedroom cabinet. Yep, I've got 1 in our bedroom and multiples throughout the whole house. You never know. And that's the way to go. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And that's what we got to do, y'all. You got to make sure you got the first aid supplies if necessary. But the key is, do you know how to use the stuff in your kit? That's the 10% that'll save a life. Just because you have it, and if you don't know how to apply it, it may not do as well as it could if you had some type of professional training. And if you can do it, do it. Right. Gnostic said, that's right. Unless you have a surgeon at your homestead or the wound was lucky enough to miss vitals, yep, then you have a long road to recovery. That's absolutely correct. Yep, exactly. We have a combat medic in close by, and we've had that conversation. And I have another friend. He has a medic in his group that because he trades his medical skills, and I think his wife is a nurse. So they trade their medical skills and they prep for them so that if they have to come there, they don't have to bring anything but themselves and their skills, which is pretty smart. So, there it is. That's some of the things that you may want to take into consideration. Right, Connie Corso, no kit is complete without wood stakes and some garlic. for the vampires or the zombies or both. Yeah, there you go. In my bigger kits, I have splints, and the other name has missed my brain. Sam splints. There you go. That can mold around a broken limb and stabilize it. Yeah. Yep. Yes, indeed. And yeah. Yes, indeed, Jared. He talked about safety window breaker. Yep, I have one that's on the back side of a flashlight that lives in my truck. Yep. Yes, indeed. TDDR said we have wound care nurse and an army medic. There you go. Absolutely. Those are the smart ones. Yes. Yes. Gotta have them. Yep. Exactly, Rabbit. Yep. I have a couple Sam splints in my bigger kits. I think I do have finger splints in here and a smaller version of a SAM splint somewhere. I'd have to look through it. But somebody had mentioned this earlier. I also carry zips, wound closures that if it's not deep enough to necessarily need stitches or you need to get it closed, you can put the zips on it, lay on there, then pull it and it closes the wound. Yeah. And I do have medical super glue. Yeah. Right here. Yeah. Liquid skin, I think is what it's called, or something like that. But those are items that I keep in my kits as well. And I'm sure some of y'all keep something similar to it. But these are the things we have to think about when we're either putting a kit together or we're going through our kit to make sure it has everything in it. Yeah. Yep. Rabbit said a neck stabilizer splint if you really want to kit out your kit. Yeah. I mean, that may be something you may want to do. J-Man, welcome in. Good to see you, my brother. Oki Khan said, yes, I got some zips. They're an awesome thing. Yes, they are, Oki Khan. They really, truly are. Hope you're doing well, J-Man. Welcome in. Hope everything's going well in your part of the world. So good to see you, my brother. Okay, Michelle, you stay safe. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Have a good evening. And if you haven't, hit that thumbs up on your way out. But yeah, it's the kit's the kit. This is one of multiples that I have throughout the house, the cars, in my bags. All of my bags, if I'm not mistaken, have a first aid kit in them. I also have a couple kits that have a separate wound closure kit attached to it. I thought I had one on this kit here, but maybe not. But that's a whole nother level, and I mean that has everything in it. Yeah, right. Try that again. That has everything in it. Zips, scalpels, needle and thread, needle and surgical thread to do stitches, all of that. It's a comprehensive wound closure kit. That I the first one I got, I showed it to the COO, and she got happy because that's her field. She loves that stuff. So if you want to know how to do sutures, I highly suggest you buy a suture practice kit. I think I've done a video on it, and it's in there. We've got a couple of them around here, and I'm actually getting pretty good at doing stitches. Yeah, getting better and better, better and better. So if that's your next level of training you want to do so that you too can stitch up those that may need it, yeah, yeah, do it and go there. So, but go through your kits and see what's missing, what you may need to switch out, what you may want to add to. My kits, I don't know, they evolve. And if I find something or see something, I'm like, oh man, that would go good in my kit. Then, I'll get a couple and throw them in there. One of the things that I keep in my kits, especially in this one, I got two in here, comforting stretch gauze, that can, like a burn or, whatever, it stretches and you can roll it on there and it makes the wound comfortable. If there's such a thing, having a comfortable wound. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah. Gauze. You cannot have enough gauze, folks. And y'all know that. More gauze you have is good. And if you think you have enough, get a little more just in case. Especially if things go sideways. You're going to need gauze more than anything to help treat the injured, the injury, and all of that. KY Survival said, only with morphine. Ah, good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. Sprains, you can use ACE bandages. I've got several of those. I've got the bandage. I'm trying to think of the exact name, but I can't remember. It's almost like it's similar to tape, but it's a stabilizing tape. Sprains, I got SAM splints, I got finger splints, all of that good stuff. ACE bandages work well for sprains. We got tons of ACE bandages, um, and all that good stuff. But yeah, you got to have stuff for sprains. Best thing for a sprain is to stabilize it and apply ice, and give some ibuprofen, or if you can't take ibuprofen, there's other medications you can take. And this is not medical advice. Yeah, yeah. Connie Corso said, not a stranger to suturing myself. Good shot of whiskey, too steady, the hand, and go to work. I'm with you on that, bro. Yeah, I'm with you on that. What about clean old sheets for bleeding? If that's all you have, then that's what you got, and that will use. That will work. If that's all you have, if that is all you have, TDDR, clean sheets for bleeding, wrap them up, compress them, get them on there as tight as you can, um, with probably hopefully some sterile pads on top, if not some quick clot or some other type of blood stopping agent. She is Sunshine. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, sheets will work. If that's all you have, use it. Um, Anti, welcome in. Welcome in. That's correct. Do not put any gauze in an open bleeding wound. Not giving medical advice on YT or this channel in Minecraft. Right. Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right. You don't put gauze on an open wound. And this is not medical advice. You put if you can, a sterile pad on it first, or some a bleed stop agent, and then wrap it. Yes. Non-adherent sterile pads work best because you don't want the pad sticking to the wound if you have to change the bandage. Yes. And go from there. Yep, exactly. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah. Keep your kit light. Yep, in case I got to walk alone. That's right. Keep your kit light with the essentials. I mean, if you have a point in case, a clean white uh, pillowcase, and you cut it up into strips and fold it up and put them into a Ziploc bag, there you go. Yeah, that works. Just have something to, some type of pads to put on top of the wound first, and then wrap those strips of cloth across them. And you know, those are the things you got to do. Exactly, Donnie. Ice for strains and sprains. That's absolutely right. Ice is analgesic. It takes out pain and swelling at the same time. Yeah. And this is not medical advice whatsoever. So YouTube, thumbs up to you. But yeah, y'all are smart folks, first of all, and I want to say because every person is different and every situation is unique to the people involved in that situation. Yeah. Tiger, good to see you. How are you? How you been? Haven't seen you in a minute. So good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, yeah, yep. Gnostic Nomad said my IFAK is 3 tourniquets and a bunch of pressure bandages, wraps. Yep. If I can't stabilize with you with that, sorry, but you were dead before I started to try. Good Lord. Yeah. Nick Easy said that is the most non-medical advice I've ever heard. Yeah. Yep. But folks, do what you can. All we can do is our best. That's it. I got glow sticks in here. I got a solar lantern I keep in my truck. What else is in here? Hydration salts. Uh, what is this? Oh, nasal pharyngeal, more compression gauze, burn shields, all of that for just about, anything. I don't know. Everything, not even close. But, go through your kits. The key thing is to go through your kits. And if whatever if you keep stuff in there that can expire, check the dates on them, toss them out, replace them. Yeah, exactly, Tiger. Allegedly. Yes. Yes, it does. It truly does. Yes, it does. Yep. Yes. Uh that's a good point, Connie Corso. In SHTF, it might come down to not wanting to waste your medical supplies on those you don't know. That's a issue that hopefully nobody has to deal with, or a decision nobody has to make, but that is true. Yep. Exactly, KY Survival. Right. Good source of lights is key. If you can't see it, you can't treat it. Yep. That's why I keep a lantern in my truck. I think it's 3,000 or 3,500 lumens, that lantern, and it's solar charged and USB C. Yeah. Yep. So, you just got to make sure you do what you do. Show Intel, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Hi, exactly, Tiger. Tiger said, I'm a medical professional, so I can say that. Yeah, do not use hydrogen peroxide because not only does it clean it, but it eats the good skin and meat also. There you go. Yeah, you heard that from a medical professional. Yeah, yep. Teresa mentioned Narcan in case someone comes into contact unknowingly. That is true. Yep. Iodine. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Quick clot is good for, if I'm not mistaken, I think it has an expiration date on it. Yep. This quick clot here has an expiration date of August 2nd, 2027. And it's right here. I don't know if the camera will focus, but it is right here on the bottom of the quick clot. It will show the expiration date right here. This expires in 2027. I'm glad you mentioned that, TDDR. Yes, quick clot does expire. So these are the things I'm talking about checking to see if they need to be replaced. Yep. Very good. Very good. So yes, quick clot, and I can't even remember when I got this, but it expires in 2 years. I, for some reason, it sticks out in my mind, and I could be wrong, that these are good for at least five years or longer. I'm not sure, but they have an expiration date on them. So if you have quick clot, check the expiration dates on them for sure. But that's why I'm talking about. Tune up your IFAK. Go through and check everything. Chest seals. Matter of fact, I'm not digging that deep. If you use chest seals, see if they have an expiration date on them. They may. I'm trying to think who said it earlier, if it was Grit and Grace or Oki Khan that said, stuff that has stickiness on them, like tape and chest seals, check them because the heat can dry that stuff out as well. So you never know. Yep. So, those are some of the things, those are amongst the things we got to check. Yep. Exactly, KY Survival. You're absolutely right. Nothing stores forever. Not even pew-pews. That's right. Yep. Do some diff said, I don't see any chest seals in mine. Well, let me see. I know in mine, I got two sets. I got a set right there, and I got a set over her. And over her, I'm going to pull them out. These are hyphen chest seals from North American Rescue. And these, lot number, these do have, well, it doesn't say expiration date on them, but it has an hourglass in the bottom, a fourth of the hourglass. These expire in October 31st of 2026. So, folks, if you have hyphen chest seals, check the expiration date on them as well. And I buy these. I get mine from North American Rescue because these are made in the USA. Yeah, made in America. Mm-hmm. Yeah, glad you said that. Do some diff. Yeah. So chest seals, with all chest seals should come in a twin pack, y'all. Entry and exit, one for each. So yeah, check those. If you have chest seals, check the expiration date on them. And yeah, like KY Survival said, nothing stores forever. So you want to make sure. Scott Hummer said, don't take expired aspirin. It can be toxic. There you go. Yeah. Yep. Hey, you never know. Yardbird said, Grit and Grace, it's 8 o'clock. Do you know where your cows are? Where's Merle? Where is Merle? Yeah, where is Merle? Yep. But check your kits, folks. Replenish them, add to them, subtract from them, all of that. And make sure that you do what you do. Yep. KY Survival says Gorilla Tape and Ziploc bag can be an improvised chest seal. It can. You're going to have to know how and when to burp that Ziploc bag. Yep. Zip tape. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Exactly, JD. Always fold back the end of your tape for quick access. Absolutely. Yep. Gnostic Nomad, you're absolutely right. North American Rescue is the gold standard. It's what pro WSR guys use. Yep, same here. And we buy wholesale from North American Rescue, and all of our kits, we use their products in them because number one, they're the best. Number two, they're made by them. And number three, they freaking work. and they stand behind all their products. So I ain't mad at them. But, you know, eye patch, yep, you're right, Tiger. Eye cover, yep, and gauze too, because an eye wound will need the protection. Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, in our VFAK kits, we put the eye shields, the iPad, the gauze, the sterile iPads in them. And I'm not talking an Apple iPad, but a protective iPad. Yep. So, you know, just do what you guys can and go through your gear. You know, when you check your gear regularly, also check your IFAKs, all your medical supplies, and do what's necessary. Yep. Thank you, she said. Yeah, everybody, y'all in the chat are giving out killer information. Exactly why I like hanging out with y'all. That's right. Salicylic acid turns toxic. Toxic. That's one med you don't keep on hand after the date. Correct. Got that right, Tiger. Yes. But you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg, and I just want to get everybody thinking. You know, we can't put an IFAK together and then throw it in a drawer and leave it there for 10 years, 15 years, or until we need it. You got to constantly and consistently go through it, check everything, make sure anything that can expire is up to date. And, you know, you may come across some items you want to add to it. Say, well, you know what? I don't need tweezers, but I do need a thermometer or whatever. Put it in there, or a pen light, and go from there. But again, I highly recommend everybody take some type of stop the bleed course, CPR, AED class if you can. Check with your local fire departments, your local Red Cross, all of that. Yep. Yardbird said, I got a lot of good not medical advice on here tonight. That makes two of us, Yardbirds. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Frontier Prepper. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. If y'all have not checked out Frontier Preppers, they up there in the farthest west north tip of the planet you can get to and still be in the great US of A. Check out his channel. He drops knowledge and truth over there. And I appreciate you, Frontier Preppers. I hope you and the family are doing amazing. She said, funny how I can come here and I get all the info I need on a trauma kit, and that was on my list of things I need. There you go, She is Sunshine. And if you have questions, you know, you guys can always email me anytime to ask questions and all that good stuff. You never know. Yeah. But again, time flies when you're having fun. It's 9 o'clock already, y'all. Man. I could actually, you know, sit here another hour with you, but I'm not because I got steaks to grill. But I do want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight for Mayhemic Thursday. Tune up your IFAK kit. It could save your life. Do me a couple of favors, y'all. If you don't mind, if you have not, hit the thumbs up. Number two, share this out. Share this out on your channels. I don't care if you have 1 subscriber or 100,000. Doesn't matter. Share it out. Somebody will come across your channel that may not come across mine and say, you know what, that was some good information. And it may just help somebody and in turn save somebody's life. Number three, after the live stream, come back and leave a comment. Just, I don't care if you just drop a comment that says IFAK. That's it. Your first nephew's under the table snoring, so he's not going to make a guest appearance. He's sleepy. Yeah, he was up early this morning. He was up at like 5 o'clock. Yeah, had me awake. I was like, really, dude? Really? But with that, folks, I truly, truly, truly want to thank everybody for joining me. And I hope it gets everybody thinking, and check your IFAK kits, your first aid kits, and go through the stuff. Make sure everything's up to date. And if you need to add some stuff, add it. If you need to get rid of some stuff, take it out. Yardbird said, how is IFAK spelled? You just spelled it. Yeah. Or you could spell it out. Individual first aid kit. There you go, Yardbirds. Yes. You are more than welcome, LMDMT. I appreciate your support and everybody else's. And guys and ladies, gentlemen and ladies, remember this. Keep on prepping, because your family depends on you, and it depends on your life. This is Vision Preparedness. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. God bless everybody, and we will see you in the next video. Good night, everybody, and God bless. I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.